Just in case you missed the last episode, I took off from Titusville, Florida on a solo mission down the Intercoastal Waterway. I spent a night in Cocoa Beach, then picked up again the next morning and continued on, finally ending off in Melbourne. Hey there, my name's Taylor. Whether I'm traveling by air, land, or sea, I want to use my skills and various methods of travel to explore our beautiful planet. Subscribe to join me as I navigate life with my sense of adventure as my compass. So I was up at dawn and having my coffee, and now I'm just gonna kind of plan out my route and see what I'm doing today. So I'm looking at making it to Fort Pierce today. That would be probably close to a full 7 hours, and it would be 37 miles. If I don't make it that far, there is maybe one other place that I could stop near Vero Beach, which is a bit sooner. That would probably only be like 5 or 6 hours. But I want to try and make it as far as I can, but we shall see. The last couple days I've been heading straight into the wind, and there hasn't really been very much. And today it looks like I might actually have the wind behind me. So hopefully I'll be able to get a sail out to help me along a little bit and make things go a little bit faster, which would be really nice. So right now I'm here just past Melbourne, and I will be going, so the purple line is my route, all the way down to Fort Pierce. Alright, so let's get this engine started up and rock and roll. I've just gotten myself on course, and so I'm gonna wait until I turn here in about a mile, and then I should be at a good enough angle to whip out the head sail. That'll be my first time getting the sails out actually on the ICW, I think. Daisies blooming. Actually getting to sail on the Intercoastal Waterway at times can be quite difficult and even not exactly that possible. Many areas are quite narrow, shallow, and have a lot of hazards, which means tacking back and forth into the wind will not really get you anywhere. And as a solo sailor, it makes it a lot more challenging, with little room to maneuver and lots of traffic. This is the big downside to traveling within the protection of the ICW. It's that you don't have the same freedom that you do on the open ocean. Greatest feeling that I could ever dare to dream is you forever moving next to me. Let's not waste time or take this slow. We've got miles behind us but miles to go, so let's just break this down to the simplest truth. You and I as one will always be better than two. The leaves ain't waiting, their colors changing like the times. And I'm taking, darling, would you be mine? And I hope you know I will love you for the rest of my life. Okay, well, I just decided to bring the sail in because this area is kind of zigzagging and I had to jibe like 4 times, so I'm a little out of breath. But once I get on more of a straighter course that I can just kind of hold one heading, then I'll bring it back out again. Although sailing with other people and having crew members is a lot more fun, I was still having a good time just listening to music, taking in the scenery, and it felt really invigorating to be moving forward on my own. Hi! Hello! I just passed through Vero Beach, and there's one area there where there's like 2 sandbars on either side of the channel, so there's a really narrow part that I could actually go through. But I made it through just fine, and I've only got 8 more miles to go. It should only take me like a couple hours, maybe an hour and a half to get there. There's definitely a lot of boats out today. It's a busy, busy day on the water, lots of power boats. I haven't seen very many sailboats. I don't have anything against power boaters, but some of them just do not know how to behave on the water, and it gets frustrating. As a solo captain, I tend to put my boat as first priority and myself second, and that leads to me not always taking the best care of myself. Even though I have an autopilot, like I mentioned earlier, the Intercoastal Waterway is very narrow, constantly changing, and there's a lot of traffic. Meaning I spend virtually 100% of my time in the cockpit. I rarely get a chance to even go to the bathroom or make myself some food. Why this is such a boat concentrated area. There's so many cool little islands and places to explore and like mangroves and little channels and beaches. Pretty nice. Well, I just missed the 3:30 opening, so I've got to kind of hover here for 20 minutes and wait for the 4 o'clock opening. I'm almost there. I'm getting so antsy. I just want to drop anchor and relax.
Finally, I was able to unwind, make myself some dinner, and enjoy the sunset. Even got to enjoy the sound of live music coming from one of the bars on shore.